When was the last time you looked at your plants and said, thank you?
Thank you.
Nature's delicate beauty in a purple disguise, the lavender. These enchanting plants have an aroma that can even make the grumpiest garden gnome smile. In South Africa, if your lavender has been in your garden for more than 2 years, wow, you're a botanical boss. If not, don't worry, I'm here to help. Lavenders love warm and dry conditions, plus they are relatively hardy against the cold and can withstand light frost. They crave full sun, so plant them in a sunny spot where they can soak up the sunbeams all day long. Don't plant them too close to each other. Space them out. Give them some room to breathe. So, you followed all the correct planting steps, but your lavenders still look a bit sad. Let's take a look at some other common lavender problems. Just like us, lavenders need a good drink to quench their thirst. But be careful not to drown their delicate roots, as they don't like having wet feet. I mean, who can blame them? Water regularly until the roots are strong, allowing the soil to dry out slightly between watering sessions. Overwatering and too much humidity can cause fungal diseases. Use a contact fungicide as a foliar spray to treat your lavender and keep them happy and thriving. Just make sure to read the instructions and dilution rate. Lavenders need lightly alkaline, sandy to loamy soil that is well draining. If your garden soil feels sticky like a heavy clay soil, work in generous quantities of river sand and coarse compost to improve drainage. Or let them strut their stuff in raised beds or pots filled with good quality compost and potting soil. Now, I must share with you our lavender favorites. Lavender dentata elegans is the one you can always count on to have your back, as she flowers for 12 months a year. Yes, that's no joke. She'll bring color to your garden from January to December, baby. Then, the showstopper, Princess Lavender. I mean, wow, she's an absolute stunner, with the bright pink flowers taking all the attention, just like the princess must. Lavenders do need a haircut after they finish blooming to keep them looking gracious. Here's a top lavender pruning tip inspired by gardening guru herself, Tanya Visser. Before we give our lavender a haircut, make sure you got a good pair of clean secateurs. Look at all the naked growth here. We don't want our lavender to grow tall and leggy with bare stems and foliage only at the top. I get it, guys, that's just not a good look for them. Look at where your lavender is starting to push new leaves, like little green babies popping up. Avoid cutting into a stem that has no foliage, or else our lavender will throw a tantrum and she won't survive. Divide the height of your lavender into 3 parts from the top. Snip off and remove the top 2/3 of foliage just above where the new shoots are pushing through. Now, I've given half of the plant a haircut. Yes, it looks a bit like a Bart Simpson, but it won't be stressed out. Wait about 2 to 3 weeks until the pruned half shows new growth, then give the other half of the plant a haircut. Remember to feed and water your lavender after their stylish trim. And that, guys, is how you become a botanical boss with your lavender, so we can continue to thank them for bringing a touch of magic into our gardens. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow for exciting Thanks Plants competitions and more great Thanks Plants gardening content.
Look out and find the Thanks Plants gnome in the August issue of The Gardener and Detainee magazines to win great prizes. We at Stargaze, Plantland, The Gardener, and Detainee say, Thanks Plants!